What if the taps ran dry forever? It's not a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's a future we're hurtling towards. But what if the solutions to this crisis aren't hidden in some high-tech lab, but are buried in our past, waiting to be rediscovered? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-embarking on a journey through time and across continents to uncover the secrets of ancient water wizards and modern-day innovators who are fighting to keep our world from turning to dust. This is the story of surviving the drought. Our story begins not in the present, but thousands of years ago. Let's travel back to the year 3000 BC, to the arid landscapes of the Indus Valley, specifically to the city of Dholavira in modern-day India. This wasn't just any city, it was a masterclass in water engineering. The people of Dholavira, known as the Harappans, faced extreme seasonal rainfall, torrential monsoons followed by months of crippling drought. Their very survival depended on capturing every single drop. What they created was nothing short of genius. They built a sophisticated system of 16 massive reservoirs, intricate channels and dams, all interconnected to harvest monsoon rains. Think about that. 5,000 years ago, they engineered a city-wide water management system more complex than many we have today. Archaeologists excavating the site were stunned. They found evidence of dams made from stone masonry and earth, strategically placed to divert water from two seasonal streams into the city's reservoir network. These weren't just pits in the ground, they were architectural marvels designed to prevent overflow, manage silt, and ensure a year-round water supply for thousands of citizens. It's a powerful reminder that our ancestors were not primitive, but were brilliant engineers, forced by necessity to innovate. But here's the hidden fact, the piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. The Harappans didn't just store water, they revered it. In many ancient cultures, water wasn't just a resource, it was a sacred element, a gift from the gods. Myths and legends across the world tell of river goddesses and rain deities. This belief system fostered a deep-seated respect for water, encouraging conservation not just for survival, but as a moral and spiritual duty. They understood something we've forgotten, that our relationship with water is a sacred trust. Could this lost reverence be a key part of the solution today? Fast forward to the Roman Empire, around 100 AD. The Romans are famous for their aqueducts, massive structures that carried water for hundreds of kilometers to supply their bustling cities, fountains and lavish baths. The Aqua Appia, their first aqueduct, was built as early as 312 BC, but the true genius wasn't just in the scale, but in the science. Roman engineers used a tool called a chorobates, a long wooden level to ensure the aqueducts had a precise, gentle gradient. Too steep, and the water would erode the channel. Too shallow, and it would stagnate. They used gravity, simple physics, and meticulous planning to move millions of gallons of water a day. They essentially created the world's first municipal water utilities. But even the mighty Roman system had its limits. The collapse of the empire led to the decay of this incredible infrastructure, plunging Europe into an era where access to clean water was once again a daily struggle. This raises a critical question. Is our modern, centralized water system, so reliant on complex technology and constant energy input, just as vulnerable? What happens when the power goes out, or when a single point of failure takes down an entire city's water supply? Now let's jump to the present day, to a place where the water crisis is not a future threat, but a harsh daily reality. Meet Ayyappa Masagi, a man from Karnataka, India, often called the water magician. He wasn't an ancient king or a Roman engineer. He was a mechanical engineer who left his comfortable job to tackle the water scarcity plaguing his region. He saw farmers losing their livelihoods and communities struggling. His solution wasn't to build massive dams, but to look down at the ground beneath his feet. Masagi revived and modernized an ancient technique, rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharging. He developed a system of non-irrigated agriculture using bore-well recharging pits and infiltration wells. Essentially, he figured out how to direct rainwater back into the underground aquifers, replenishing the very source that millions depend on. He's helped thousands of farmers and communities become water sufficient. His work is living proof that sometimes the most effective solutions are decentralized, low-cost, and work in harmony with nature's own cycles. Modern science is catching up to this ancient wisdom. Today, we call it managed aquifer recharge, and it's being explored worldwide. But we're also adding a 21st century twist. In places like Israel and Singapore, they are masters of desalination and water recycling. Singapore's New Water program, for instance, treats used water through advanced membrane technologies to produce water that is cleaner than tap water. It's a closed-loop system, a technological echo of the natural water cycle. Scientists are also developing incredible new materials. Graphene filters, for example, are sheets of carbon just 1 atom thick, with pores so small they can remove salt from seawater using far less energy than traditional methods. We're also seeing the rise of fog harvesting, where massive nets are set up in coastal or mountainous regions to capture fresh water directly from the moisture in the air. A concept inspired by desert beetles that do the very same thing. So, we have the wisdom of the ancients and the power of modern technology. But this leaves us with a huge, unanswered question. If we have these solutions, both old and new, why are we still facing a global water crisis? Why do billions of people still lack access to clean, safe drinking water? Is the problem not a lack of technology, but a lack of will? Are economic interests and political inaction standing in the way? The truth is, there is no single magic bullet. The future of water security will likely be a tapestry woven from many threads. The grand engineering of desalination plants, the community-led wisdom of rainwater harvesting, the microscopic magic of graphene, and crucially, a fundamental shift in our own mindset. We need to rediscover that ancient reverence for water and see it not as a commodity to be exploited, but as the lifeblood of our planet, to be cherished and protected. The challenge is immense, but the story of human ingenuity in the face of drought is a hopeful one. From the reservoirs of Dolavira to the fog nets of today, we have always found a way. Now, it's our turn to write the next chapter. What do you think is the most promising solution for our water future? Is it massive new tech, a return to ancient practices, or something else entirely? I'd love to read your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Let's start a conversation, because this is a challenge we all have to solve together. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you found this exploration fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the challenges and wonders of our world. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Stay curious, stay thoughtful, and I'll see you in the next video.